To be working on your reading fluency. So I'm going to give you the excerpt that you're going to work on, and you're going to read this. So I just kind of want you to practice through it by yourself, and then I want you to think about what will be your learning goal for today when you read that text. Just read it to yourself right now. Think about, what do you want to focus on?
Trash. No open trash cans and no trash on the street. Josh was puzzled by this pest. You gotta be kidding me. I can't handle this. I've gotta eat something. I've got to eat something, and soon.
This is from the book,
Said Josh. Don't worry, said Chips. I've got a plan.
Okay, so boys and girls, I want you to take a look at your goal sheet. Okay, and so you now have gone through the text, and hopefully you have noticed what you might want to work on today with your reading fluency, or just based on feedback that you've been given in the past, what was something that were your next steps for the next time you focus on fluency. Okay, so you want to think about what will your goal be for today that you're going to set for yourself. So take some time to think about it and write down your goal for yourself. This is the goal that you want to receive feedback on. What is your goal?
My goal, I want to read with expression to sound like I'm talking with feeling.
Okay. So you're going to want to sound like the character, so you're really going to have to think about the character and how it's feeling. You're going to share your goal with your partner, so then when you read, your partner will know what to give you feedback on. Okay, and of course, your partner needs to really be listening to what your goal is. If you're saying you want to read with expression, that you will read with feeling, then you want that partner to give you feedback on that. What is your star based on that? What is your step? So now that you have your reflection and thinking of the feedback you were given, I want you to make your goal for the next time that you read. What will be your next steps for you to work on? Okay, how will you show improvement next time? Did Dolly give you feedback on not using the punctuation marks? Did you read not paying attention to them?
Kinda.
Okay, so you want to make sure, you want to try to not just do it. Most of the time you want to move to do it, to read with meaning all of the time? Okay, so then write down how you're going to work on reading with meaning so that it becomes all of the time. Boys and girls, I'm going to give you a little bit of feedback on your writing of your next steps for improvement. I'm seeing some of you being very detailed with your plan. You're saying what you're going to work on, and you're saying how you're going to work on that, what you will do next time. I see some of you with a plan that says, like, I'm going to improve fluency by reading smoothly. But you really didn't say how you're going to do that. What do you need to do? Because if you say I just need to read at the right speed, I won't know, and you might not remember. Did you read too fast? Did you read too slow? So be specific there on what you need to do for the next time. Okay, so add to it if you don't have a plan on how you're going to do that. So what are you going to do next time?
Next time I will add the S to a word that had a S, and I did not say the part with the S.
Okay, and so you know next time to pay attention to that ending, and what part of fluency will that improve?
Read with meaning.
Okay, so then if you leave that S off, you might not understand what you're reading, because the author put that there, right? For you to understand. So can you add in what part of fluency you're going to improve on? Or you can even put at the end, like, if I do this, it will improve reading with meaning. Okay? All right, so I'm going to call on students to share their goal and their next steps. Gabriel, you ready? All right, thank you for participating. Okay, go ahead.
I want to read with expression. I will read with feeling, and then I will pay attention to periods. I'm going to read the text first and look for the periods so I can stop and take a breath.
Okay, I'm going to have you repeat that, but can you tell me which part was your goal and what part is your next step so that all of us understand? So when you're saying it, can you say my goal is, or my goal was, because it was initially your goal, and then when you share out your next steps, can you tell us within a complete sentence of my next steps are, so that we understand as listeners what he's sharing with us, and we need to actively be listening. Okay, Gabriel's sharing out, so give your attention to him, please.
My goal is to read with expression. I will read with feeling.
Okay. And what are your next steps?
My next steps are I will pay attention to the periods. I'm going to read the text first and look for the periods so I can stop and take a breath.
Okay, that sounds like a great plan to improve your reading fluency. Okay, so we have to notice those punctuation marks. Sometimes we don't see them until we're at the end of the sentence, right? And so if we kind of look through and be aware of where they're at, then that will be very helpful. That's a good plan. That will improve your fluency. If you come to a part where you notice you've made a mistake, like maybe you read a word incorrectly, or you didn't pay attention to that punctuation mark or didn't notice it until the end, you could always go back and make some changes. You can reread it again, right, to improve your fluency right away. We don't even need to hear somebody giving us feedback on that. We just notice it on our own and we can make those corrections.